Housekeeping. Richard Ratboy and I finally got that seafood tower we wanted. We went to the place the other day after our podcast came out last week.
Yep.
It was a seafood tower for 6 divided by 2.
So I had 3 units. You had 3 units.
I had 3 units. It was fantastic. If I could go back, I would swap the octopus for more shrimp cocktail, but you can't do it perfectly. And Richard Ratboy, this is actually kind of disgusting and embarrassing.
Okay.
He was doing this thing where he was taking his lobster pieces and he was bringing it over to the drawn melted butter and he was dropping it in. He goes, oops. And he was dropping the pieces of lobster in and then scooping it out and eating like way too much butter. It was very embarrassing.
All right, guys, comment who you think was really doing that. Was it me or was it Fleckus? So,
Good comeback. Just accuse me of what I accused you of. Moving on.
First.
Hey, we got to get through housekeeping. We've been taking too long on this lately. After I completely tried to sewer you. And then, guys, we got to get through housekeeping.
Wrap it
up. We have a reverse show recommendation. First one of these is a reverse show recommendation. Richard Ratboy and I have been watching Is It Cake?
On Netflix, some of the lowest. Remember when we were talking about content for babies?
Yeah.
That's, I think, one of the prime examples.
It's basically a show where they just show a bunch of things and say, is it cake or not? And sometimes it is cake, but there's like no resolution. It doesn't matter. It's
they cut through it and then it's like, it was cake.
Yeah. Who cares? Oh, this one wasn't cake. It was cups. Okay. Like there's no resolution. There's no reason. A lot of times it is cake.
It's funny because those types of shows, when they come out on Netflix or whatever crappy streaming platform exists, they come out and you can tell the host of the show got like very minimal instruction.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, good luck, figure it out. I hope there's some magic behind the camera. And they just have no idea what they're doing. And the guy was like cutting the cakes with a giant sword that just didn't work. And
it wasn't even sharp. And then the thing that the cakes were displayed on had like edges, so the sword couldn't even cut through it. Like it was a PA nightmare. The production was just not great. And a lot of times it was or wasn't cake. Doesn't even matter. We don't need to do this.
Which is, it was so funny.
We don't need the resolution. Moving on, housekeeping still. You know how growing up, the magicians never told their secrets?
Of course.
And I would think, and this is just kind of a realization I had, in the years in the world of social media, mm-hmm. which we currently live in, you'd think all the magician's secrets got let out. And I'm sure if I looked, I could find how to do all the magic tricks online. But I would just kind of think that a lot of those tricks would have got spoiled and would have come across my timelines, but it really hasn't.
Yeah, that's interesting. I hadn't thought about that. So good use of your time.
I just realized that. I'm like, how come with all the social media out there, I'm not seeing magic tricks get spoiled every day? Hey, this is how you do this. Hey, this is the secret compartment for that.
Yeah, when I was growing up, they did have a show like this magician is going rogue and revealing all the secrets. Yeah. It was like primetime on Fox.
Yeah. Last thing of housekeeping, we were in town the other day and we saw a punk rocker guy. He was wearing like skinny jeans, black Chuck Taylors, black ripped shirt, and he had a Ukraine mask.
Did he?
Yeah, he had a Ukraine mask.
Ugh.
So it's like funny because he's punk rock, he's counterculture, but it's like you're wearing the Ukraine mask. You're wearing a mask first, then a Ukraine mask, and then it's like, oh, your little punk rock outfit is just your little uniform, your little costume.
Yeah, there was no deviation from any of the past 30 years of punk rock. It's just like black jeans, black shirt, bad attitude, support for Ukraine.
Yeah, so it's like the whole punk rock world, that counterculture thing you think exists forever is actually very much the establishment, allegiance to the man.
Yeah, it's Rage Against the Machine requiring the vaccine at their concerts.
Here I am walking down the street wearing like basketball shorts and like a hockey jersey I thrifted in some LA thrift store, and I'm twice the weight of that punk rock kid, and I'm more punk rock than him.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
I think so, yeah. It was a uniform, I think, was the discovery that we made. Like, you can't just show up and have a uniform and be like, I'm unique. It's like you're wearing the same thing as the other guy.
100%.
So
punk rock is dead. And we're moving on.
Just calling it. Punk rock's dead.
And it's been dead. We're punk rock now. Gavin McGinnis will agree with that.